Hey everybody, JB back with you once again. I don't know what was going on at the end of that last video, but as soon as I stopped recording, everything was totally fine. So I'm back, and hopefully that won't happen again. So we're going to try to continue moving on with this puzzle here. And we're going to see what we can do with this second panel thing here. So as we suspected, there is a line going here. There's also a semicircular line going along the top with a divided spot here in the middle. And then there's this whole thing here that kind of looks like an astrolabe shape, almost. And it has a little knob there on the right, kind of like the first one did. And then this whole thing. So let me see if we can replicate that. See if we can pull that off. It looks like there's a little bit here as well. I don't know if that's the same as that up there. But let's check it out. Let's see what we got here. Can we look inside? There we go. Okay, so first things first. What does this do? This rotates that around. Okay, I think this is actually in the correct position. And it looks like this is also controlling this part, which also makes sense because that was either that or this was up there. So I'm going to say it's this. I'm going to say this was correct. The question is, what is up with this? Because I don't think that was part of the original scheme. We also need to figure out what divides... Oh, this moves around by itself, does it? Okay, I think that's supposed to be like that, and then that's supposed to be there. Whoops. There we go. I think that is correct. Wish we could look at the key while we're doing this. Yeah, because that part of the circle goes all the way down to 3 o'clock, and this is lined up correctly. So yeah, I think we've done the best we can do with that. So let's move on to the third one, which will hopefully be further along this path we were exploring. And it looks like... well, we found something here. Is that it? Yeah, it is. We can look right at it here, even. We don't even have to be far away. Or wait a minute. Is this another part of it? It looks like there's 2 parts to this thing. Okay, well, whatever the case may be, I'm going to make sure we solve this one. So let's take a look at our trusty picture again. Looks like we have a similar situation here with another downward sloping diagonal line. We have a single knob thing down here at 6 o'clock. That's probably the same thing that matches this thing over here in the previous two. And then we've got a sort of similar thing up here where there's something dividing this sort of trapezoid-shaped thing. I know it's not a trapezoid, but it kind of reminds me of it, so I'm sticking with that. That in half. And then we got this stuff here. So let's just try to guess and see what we can do based on our memory here. Looks like there's supposed to be something through there. Alright, so first things first, let's rotate this to 6 o'clock. What does this move? Okay. So, what I'm immediately noticing here is that... Well, wait a minute. This controls all of that. Where did that extend all the way, that middle part extend all the way to the outer section? Oh, it's here on the southwest. It's either southwest or northeast. So... It looks like I have a hunch that it's southwest though. Let's try that out. Yeah, let's see if that works. I don't think that's correct. What's really fun about this is that if you have more than one person here in the online game, you can actually watch these things move around as someone else is playing with them. Okay, so we need to know where this inner circle curves, and then we need to know where the second circle curves as well, the second part of it. So let's Let's go with that as the indicator of success. Okay, so it looks like the inner circle curves on the south edge, and then this goes out there. Interesting. Okay. Let's try that. Okay. Is that it? That looks right, because I feel like this is supposed to go that way, right? Unless it's this way. No. Huh. Okay, hang on a sec. Does this go down here? We need to figure that out. No, it goes all the way down there. I forgot about that. Huh. Okay. I feel like we've handled parts 1 and 2 correctly. It's mainly just part 3 right now. That's the issue. But we have a problem here, because I think this... Is this correct? I think it is, but maybe the first part is actually not correct. No, I think it is. Wait, no, this is the one we can't move. This is the one that we need to be looking at. I don't know, guys. This is kind of a little perplexing. See, I feel like this needs to go down more. This part right here. But there isn't another line that goes that way. That's why I was wondering if this section goes like that. So maybe we need to continue this through this extension. Maybe that's the key to all this. And if that's the case, that's pretty... Ah, there we go. That was pretty devious. Well played. Because the stained glass artwork piece doesn't really tell you what line goes with what layer. So that was very well played there. Alright, so now we can go inside here. And this part is a little mean, but if you go in here, there is a... where is it? Oh, come on. I know it's here somewhere. There's a button that you can press. Right here. And you need to press this because it gives access to a journey cloth. By rotating this. And now you can go right here. But, as a result, you also cannot go back to the first section. So if you didn't get that journey cloth over there, or go back to the art gallery and take all the photos you needed to take, then that's kind of a bit of a bummer. Alright, looks like we're walking right through a keyhole. It's a really interesting aesthetic. So yeah, you can see now there's no light on that button, so we can't do anything. Oh, this is certainly a very interesting room. What is this, anyway? Appears to be a room that's letting sunlight in, or moonlight in. One of those two. Okay, and then we got a bunch of buttons over here. What does this do? Ah, it modifies something to let that in. If we look up high, we've got a bunch of pieces of something up there. It looks like a moon-shaped thing. I don't know if that's an actual moon or just a artificial light source. It looks like an artificial light source, but it looks like a moon. Let's try lighting everything up. Let's see what happens. Alright. I think we've almost got everything lit up, guys. Last button. Okay, it wasn't quite everything, but good enough, right? Alright, let's see what we can do with this. There's a spot right here that looks really bright, but that doesn't seem to do anything. There's also a door over here, which seems to be where we need to go next, so... It looks like the puzzle here is somehow step on these things in the right order, or do something, or maybe jump on something. But if the first puzzle could be solved with one of those stained glass pieces, maybe this one can. Let's take a look. Well, this looks pretty relevant. We can see right here that there are 5 blue dots, and then opposite them is this red segment here, and that looks like the space where the door would be positioned. And then we've got this pathway down here in the middle. So maybe we just need to make sure that buttons 2, 3, and 5 are lit, whereas buttons 1 and 4, from this side at least, are off. So let's try doing that, and we'll see what happens here. Okay, good deal. And let's turn off the very first one, which is apparently not there, but here. Alright, so that looks very close to what we have. Alright, so what do we have here? There's an outer section here that we can walk on. And the camera makes sure that we can actually see the entire length of this place. So let's try walking on this light path and seeing what we can do with this. If we stay in the light, then hopefully we can make it to the door. The light definitely leads all the way to the door, so it looks like we're on the right track. Okay, don't mess up now. And nothing. That's weird. We walked the path, so what's wrong? Is there something else we're missing here? Well, we got the pattern correct, but maybe we need to do something different. Let's try walking here. And going this way. That didn't work either. Or wait a minute, maybe we need to start out here. Was there something marking an area here in the... other than that bit there? There's this area. Maybe we're supposed to start at the door portion. Or maybe it's here, I don't know. We'll try a few different things, see what we can come up with. Nope, okay. Where's that door? It's out here. Maybe we need to get off the puzzle first. Maybe we need to do that. This is the only other path that seems to be resembling anything. Maybe we need to start at this side with the path over here. Although we would have to walk in the dark in order to start here, so I don't know if that would necessarily be correct, since we would be mixing 2 different paths by doing that. Okay, I think we've messed this up. I don't think that's the solution. Alright, let's figure this out. I think we got the right pattern on the floor, because we definitely have the shape that was in the painting. But we need to figure out where to go. Let me try going back to the middle again. Okay, maybe I should just stick with first-person view here, because this is kind of a little bit tricky to negotiate. Ah! We did something. So it looks like you do have to start from the outside and then work your way in here, walking the dark path instead of the light area. So in other words, it was the reverse of what we did, and this door over here serves no purpose, or at least no purpose we can see. It was just a red herring the whole time. Clever. Alright, well, let's go back to third-person mode. See what's through here. More of these lamp things. And wow! Look at that! That is quite a view. Looks like we can see the sun and at least one moon over there. And over here, there's actually another Relto page, but I'm going to go over here and get a journey cloth first before I do that, because I happen to know this Relto page is a little tricky to get to. This thing looks really shiny. Look at this pyramid. It looks really sleek. We can jump across there, and here is a journey cloth. Right there. Number 3. Alright. Doesn't seem like there's much on the backside of this thing. And we still don't exactly know what this age was used for. So far, it's just a bunch of puzzles. Was it meant to be that way? Did someone else live here before whoever occupied this age lived here? That is the question of the hour. And sadly, we don't really have an answer yet. Alright, let's try jumping across here. It's very precision-oriented, but as long as you jump toward the right spot, you're good. There we go. Well, that was one jump. Bad news is that there's 2. Or wait, no there's not. It's just this one. Never mind. Now this is an interesting Relto page, because it actually gives you a tree, much like these tall trees that grow here, although not quite that tall, that will grow over time. And I'm not sure how long it takes, trying to remember here, but I do recall that it does take at least some amount of time, so I'm not entirely certain if it will be done growing by the time the Let's Play is over. But we'll see how it goes. Alright, back to business. Let's see what's inside this room. There's at least a passage through here, and a button. Okay. There's a bunch of doors here, so looks like we're probably going to have to go through one of those. Okay, that didn't really seem to do much. Oh, no it did. We've got light here. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so you might be tempted to think, based on these symbols that we're seeing, that the applicable clue to this puzzle is this one, where you step on this symbol 1, and then this one 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But it turns out that that's not the case. It's actually this one. We're starting to work our way from the other side inward in the gallery now. So this is going to be the clue for the next puzzle. And we can see here something really interesting. We've got this thing here, this circle with a line going up, and then we've got this circle that looks like something split, and then we've got another circle here with a line up, but now it's dark. And then we've got this tree symbol up here. Well, I'm not really seeing much in the way of tree symbols on this set of panels, and as it turns out, that would have pretty much ruined the other puzzle, or the other clue's potential for solving this puzzle as well. But if you look up at the top, you can see here that there is this ball, which is interesting. And I believe if we go back inside, we press this, There we go. That happened. So it looks like these cells are photosynthetic or something. They glow in the dark. The light was off, but then we let the light in, and now when we turn the light off, then they glow with those symbols on them. Did that change? Doesn't look like it. I thought this changes, but I could be misremembering that. Either way, the light mechanism is at the top of the pyramid, and I think the game is supposed to be trying to tell you that. Alright, so from here, we need to figure out what to do. It looks like we've got a number of trees on the ground now, so maybe we just need to walk through all of them. Okay, we got that one, that one, that one. Anything that looks like a tree is fair game here. Now, you may think that looks like a tree, but that's a mushroom. It doesn't have a branch thing on it. Okay, it looks like we're getting there. And this is the only thing we can really do, so let's hope this does something. It did! And we didn't go through any of those doors at all. They were total misdirects. So whoever designed this age really has a thing for deception. Alright. Let's see what we got up down here. Maybe this button calls the whole thing down if you need it to. See if there's anything that appears here after it goes back up. I don't think there is. Yeah, there's not. But hey, a true explorer always makes sure, right? And there's a journey cloth here. Thankfully, this one's out in the open. Okay. And I think this is a good place to stop for the time being, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, and next time we are going to see what comes next in this puzzle gauntlet. So until then, thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed today's much more smoother frame rate video. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that bell so you get notified of the next episode. But until then, thanks so much for watching, and as always, I will catch you on the flip side. So take care and see you next time.